In this data science introductory class, we should understand about the technicalities towards the data science. When we are projecting this data science, we will have multiple phases, one with analysis, two with structures, three with algorithms, fourth with processing the algorithms, fifth one was using the programming structure, solving, and thereby presenting up the knowledge. So these are going to measure out the intensity of how the data has to be nurtured. So that is the reason why we are going to assume data science was an interdisciplinary field, is going to be an interdisciplinary field, and it is going to use various scientific methods. So what will be the scientific methods means? First of all, we are going to have a raw data, and that data has to be processed for information, where you are going to do up pre-processing, etc. Then we were looking up with the statistical and probabilistic approaches, and thereby we are going to apply the machine learning models, and information is going to be processed, tools are going to be availed, and programming like R or Python is going to be embedded in order to retrieve knowledge from the patterns. So the quick insight towards the definition of a data science was it is going to be an interdisciplinary field which we are going to use to process up the scientific methods, algorithms, and to extract knowledge and insights from structured and unstructured data. And when we are going to call it as unstructured data, we are looking it with rows and columns. When we are going to look up for a data towards unstructured, means the tweets what we receive from Twitter, or the comments in the YouTube, or the Facebook posts, or the WhatsApp posts. So these are not going to be in a tabular form. So such type of items we are going to say they are unstructured data. So from that, knowledge has to be retrieved. So in this case, we are going to say data science is going to be a multidisciplinary blend of data inference and algorithmic developments, etc. So as far as data science is going to be concerned, it is looking up with data mining, looking up with machine learning, and the third integrated component will be the blending with the big data. So if we put together the techniques of data mining, the techniques of machine learning algorithms, and the techniques involved in this big data, so this it is going to give a holistic way of putting the things. Now, data science, what we are going to tell was, it is a concept to unify the statistics. It is going to concept to unify the statistics, the analysis, the informatics, what we are going to look, and that too it should be able to understand the phenomenon what you are going to look into the data. So obviously, when we take up with the definition of the data science, so obviously we call it as a blended flavor with the computer science, the machine learning algorithms, the mathematics and statistics, and the domain knowledge. So whether it is going to be a health sector, whether it is going to be an education sector, a public sector, and thereby the R language or a Python language. So such type of all domains knowledge has to be inferred to get up a relation. So when we are going to say it is a data science, we are going to get a unification of multiple modalities which is inside it. So there will be theories and there will be techniques what we are going to provoke. Those can be drawn from mathematics, statistics, computer science, information and domain knowledge, etc. So there are few websites on the top 10 websites which are going to project out what was data science. The center thing, what we are going to say, it is going to be the logo of data science. It is called as a logo of data science. So you are aware of different logos of pandemic, COVID-19, a red ball with pins on it. So similarly, how a COVID-19 coronavirus is going to have a logo for it, an icon for it with the red balls and pins holding on it. Similarly, data science do have a logo, and that logo you can interpret at this point of time. So what we look with the data science was we need to make some statistical thinking. We need to drop the statistical methods. We look up with computer programming. Then we are going to look up with the innovative things to happen. And there are some tabs and websites which are looking for the data science will be the Analytical Vidya, Kaggle, Coursera, Udacity, DataCamp, edX, Umede, KD, Nuggets, R bloggers, and Khan Academy. So these are the leading, we can say, leading websites which are going to provide the data science applications where we have enough literature to work with. So the next thing was what will be the what will be the different skills you are not you need to understand. So what will be the different skills you need to understand in order to enrich with the data science? So those we are going to say you need to have skills of basically the statistics and probability, and then it is going to be followed by the linear algebra, the Python, the R language, SQL, Tabula, business intelligence. So Amazon Web Services or Azure, Microsoft Azure Cloud, Spark, Microsoft Excel, and DevOps. So these are some of the technologies which you need to bind up to understand how to develop or how to gain or incur the things towards attaining the skills of a data science. So you can look into the phases of a data science. First of all, you do have the structured or you do have the unstructured data. So this structured or unstructured data can be processed with the MySQL for structuring, for the WhatsApp posts or the Twitter posts or the YouTube comments. So when people want to analyze this social media content, then we look up with the MongoDB because they are all going to be unstructured. And those need to be transformed. So that means we need to make a pre-processing here, that is bringing the things into normalization, eliminating the missing values, doing cleaning process, nuggeting. So all such type of mangling, data mangling, so all type of techniques, they are going to be processed with this transformation. And third thing, we need to apply the machine learning algorithms. So when we are going to say machine learning algorithms, it will be some clustering, or they can be with the classification algorithms. So those, they are going to be part of a modeling. So at that time, we can use the scikit-learn or the Python, the pandas, the matplotlib. These are the Spark and etc. from either from the either from the Python language or from the R language, and thereby we are going to have some tabular softwares. We are going to have Power Business Intelligence softwares where we can visualize the things. So in Python, we have the Folium, we have the Cholopec graphs, etc. So they are going to visualize the things into a high order attributes, and thereby we need to deploy the model at the client location. So there we need some specific tools in order to get the data science deployed at the client end. Now, in the market, there are a lot of lending algorithms. there are a lot of popularized data science algorithms. So it can be a linear regression, the logistic regression, the k-means clustering algorithm, principal component analysis, support vector machines, the decision trees, multiple decision trees, that is the random forest, and repetitive using of the same algorithm at in a voting model. So we say those are all boosting algorithms. And then we have the Bayes and Navier classifier algorithms, and then to look up with a neuron level in a deep learning model. So there we are going to understand about the artificial neural networks. So as far as data science is going to be concerned, we need to understand these linear regression, logistic regression, k-means, support vector machine, random forest, Navier algorithm. So fortunately, right from Unit 4, Unit 5, and Unit 6, you have all the 10 algorithms in your learning from Unit 4, Unit 5, and Unit 6. Now, coming to the market roles where data science people will be in form of people will call you as data science, data scientist, a decision maker, analyst, an extract, translate, and loading engineer, a machine learning engineers, or a data engineer, an analytic manager, a Tableau developer, a researcher, or a business intelligence analyst. So these will be some of the top 10 roles which they will be paying a high-end packages. And obviously the essential skills of a thing, you need to have scientific thinking, you need to have statistical methods, you need to have a computer programming, and similarly you need to understand about the innovative technologies. So where will be the application of a data science? So holistically, where the data science is going to be applied, etc. means, yeah, there are a lot of sectors data science can be applied. They can be applied to a banking sector, a financial sector for delivery, or the DTDC or professional couriers, the transport system, and followed by the manufacturing companies, and then the healthcare like Athena Health, etc., the healthcare, Optum Healthcare. So see, these are some of the applications where the data science is going to look, and like Myntra, like Flipkart, like Amazon. So you have these e-commerce applications. So all these things, they are going to be part of the different industries which are purely based on the data science, etc. So as mentioned, when we look into this e-commerce industry, they identify customers, they give recommendations, and they analyze the reviews. So these are some of the e-commerce applications. And similarly, when we are going to look at the manufacturing area, they predict the problems, they monitor how the machine was working, the automation has been taken up, and the maintenance and scheduling, how it is going to do, and if there are any errors, etc. Those monitoring systems, they are going to be taken up some of an applications for the data science. Similarly, when it is regarding the banking application, we want to know whether the customer is a fraud or not, whether we can give him or process a loan or not. So you need to mitigate with these values. So at that time, you are going to use the banking application. Similarly, we do have a credit card rating, etc., and the customer life cycle, etc. So all such type of applications, they come under the banking. Similarly, we have finance, we have transport, and the healthcare domains, which are purely looking up with the data science content. Now, where we are going to get the data science online resources? Where do we get the learning literature? These all content. The very first thing, well, will be the Kaggle where we can get a lot of open source projects. Then the University of Irvine, there they are maintaining the UCI repositories. We call it as University of Irvine. Machine learning repositories, and then in the Google custom data search, and then india.gov.in. So india.gov.in. Similarly, Reddit, Quandl, Visual Data, GitHub, OLD, and Google Cloud public data sets. So these are some of the areas where we are going to get up the free data, and after getting the free data, we can start processing uh, with the data science life cycle. So there are applications which are going to provide platforms for data science project. That will be a Hadoop framework or a Spark framework. Similarly, the tools which are going to utilize for data science project, they will be the Tabula, or they will be the Jupyter Notebook, the RStudio and Qlik View, and the various frameworks will be the TensorFlow framework, the Spark framework. Similarly, the languages which are popular to implement the data science will be the R language, the Python language, the Scala language, and then the way we are going to save the formats with structured and unstructured with the Procast, Pandas, etc. And similarly, processing at the micro level will be the Oracle or SAS platform in order to retrieve and store the data. So we met with this implications regarding what was data science, what are these applications, etc. So the very first thing, we are going to have the business administration and data exploring two tasks. They are going to be core and essential parts of the data scientist. So he himself, he has to perform the machine learning models. He has to look up the data product engineering content. So this will be the basic intentions. And similarly, we do have the data analyst. We do have the data analyst, and what he has to explain was what is going on in the processing of history of data. So what was inside the data, that has to be understood clearly. So for that, we are going to make an analysis. And once the data was understood, we will adopt the machine learning or the advanced algorithms. And finally, we can derive quick insights from exploring of the data. So the basic intention was, we need to identify the patterns, we need to identify the occurrence of the event, and we should predict it. We should go for prediction of the future, whether the same pattern is going to repeat or not. So that we have to look in part of data science. Yeah, as mentioned, data science primarily job was one to make decisions, another to make a predictions. So one to make decision, another to make a prediction. So when I'm going to have my first semester CGPA, second semester CGPA, third, fourth, then I can predict what will be my fifth CGPA, sixth semester CGPA. And then I can come up to a decision. If sixth semester CGPA was less, so how can I improve it? If CGPA of my sixth semester is more, then how can I retain it? So in this way, you are making up decisions, and for that interpretation itself, data science is necessary. That is to adopt it for a decision making or to adopt it for the prediction. So in order to do this work, there are four phases what data science is primarily focusing. One, we are going to call it as descriptive phase. Two, we are going to call it as predictive phase. And three, we are going to check up with this machine learning aspects. So when we are going to talk about this descriptive aspect, now we should differentiate between data analysis and data science. So data analysis, we are going to make exploring of data. That is, we will use NumPy, or we are going to use pandas. That's all. Up to here, then in Python, using this, uh, we are going to pre-process the data. We are going to streamline the data. So up to that point, the data science or the data analytics, the exploring of the data has been completed. So that is the phase what we are going to say, what we knowing what we know. So next thing, yeah, we made a correlation between two independent variables. So I have variable 1 and I have variable 2. So how variable 1 and variable 2 are correlated with one another. So that is the correlation is going to take up with the predictive process. Then we are going to go for casuation, that is multiple variables, or we are going to say the multiple variables relationship. So we look up, there are multiple attributes in the data set, and these multiple attributes, they need to be related to one another, and how is it going up? So you need to understand at that scenario. So for that, we are going to check up with the predictive, that is a casuation. So in this casuation, the correlation, we are confining it only two variables, variable 1 and variable 2. But when we look up with the prediction, then we understand that how association among multiple variables are there. So, and based on that, we should know what we don't know. So when we are going to get a correlation value, the dependency was there or there is no independence, so that we are able to understand. So that we are going to say knowing what we don't know. Next one, we are going to work with the model building. We are going to say model building. So when we are going to do with the model building, we will do clustering or we will go for classification. We will do clustering or we are going to work with the classification. So we do a supervised learning. We understand the labels. We know what are the labels, and then we will assign a new entity to that because we know the labels in advance. But when we are going to say it is an unsupervised learning, it is a clustering approach. We don't know labels based on the similarities, based on the intra-cluster, based on the intercluster similarities. We group the items and thereby we put the labels over it. So such is where the unsupervised learning is taking place, and that happens with the clustering aspect. So as far as data scientist is going to look, his work is going to have a lot of things to do with the decision making. Here at this third thing, he is going to make a decision make. He is going to make a decision making amongst the data. So there he is going to use prediction, and there he is going to use the machine learning content. So there are different domains where the data science is going to create its impact. So it can look up with the traveling, it can look up with marketing. They have an applications in health science. They have the health domain applications in social media and in the sales, in the robotics, the robot process automatizations, RPS, etc., the self-driving cars, etc., and then in the banking like insurance and sector to detect the fraud, etc. So these are domain so where this data science is looking at. So let us have a quick recap of what we have understood for today. So we started up with the introduction to data science, where we were telling data science looks with analysis, looks with the structure, process up the algorithms, make programming, and the answers are solved. Thereby, we are going to make prediction and we are making up decisions. So for that, we are going to use up this data science. And data science, yeah, we mentioned that it is going to be an interdisciplinary field between computer science, mathematics, statistics, business domain, etc. And then there are some 10 websites which are going to have huge volumes of data related to data science. Those are Analytical Vidya, Kaggle, Coursera, edX, Udacity, etc. And similarly, the basic skills to understand for data science was you should have enough knowledge towards probability, the linear algebra, Python, R, Tabula, etc. And the algorithms which mostly use as part of a data science will be the linear regression, the logistic regression, the k-means, principal component analysis, support vector machine, decision trees, random forest, Bayesian and deep learning models with artificial neural networks. And the domains which are going to use up the data science will be the finance sector, banking sector, transport sector, manufacturing sector, e-commerce sector, and healthcare sectors. So these are some of the data science open source projects which are going to available for future scope doing up projects at industry level or a student level. It can be at Kaggle, University IRON, and the UCI datasets we call machine learning, and indiagov.in, the Reddit or GitHub, etc. And there are two key differentiators between data science and data analyst. Data analyst, he is going to look up with the descriptive analysis, and he does predictive analysis with correlation between two values. But as far as the data scientist he is going to concern, his roles was crucial, where he is going to makes a coercion, he does with predictive analysis, and does machine learning and optimally give decision and prediction. So this is all for today. We will pause our class for today.